Hello. Um, I hope everybody had a really good Thanksgiving. And I was trying to come up with ideas of what we could draw. And I feel like my favorite part of Thanksgiving is the food and specifically dessert. So that's going to be our inspiration for our next drawing project. So we are going to be making some desserts. All right, let's start. All right, so one of my favorite desserts is pie, and you can customize it any way you want. So I'll show you guys how to make the basic shape, and then we'll add our own details, and you guys can customize it that way by adding some different things to it. All right, so first things first. And if you're drawing a slice of pie or a slice of cake, it's going to be basically a triangle. So to make our pie, what I'm gonna do is towards the middle of my paper, because you always wanna draw in the middle of your paper, is draw a slanted line, just like that. Kind of like if you're drawing an X, just one line, nothing going across. Okay, so that's gonna be for the crust part of our pie, or where you're gonna see the edge of it. Now we're gonna draw the other two sides, because triangles have three sides. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw another line that goes down like this. It's gonna go down a little bit lower than this first line. And then we're gonna make another line that's gonna go all the way this way, and it's going to meet this line. So it's basically gonna make kind of like a crooked triangle. All right, to make the rest of this and turn it into a piece of pie, because this is the top of the pie, and we're just making a slice, is we're gonna draw a straight line down here and do the same thing up top. And then we're going to make another line that goes across, and it's gonna join these two lines. So I'm gonna make a line from here to here. Perfect. And now I'm starting to get like a slice of cake or pie. So if you're making a pie, what you're going to do is you're going to have a little bit of that crust that sticks up. So I'm gonna make a wavy line on the top there, and then I'm gonna connect it with a line here and a line here. And then to make this part look more like crust, I'm gonna draw a line, and it's gonna go all the way down, just like that. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And then I'm gonna bubble this in as well, because that's where the crust is. And on the inside of the pie, you can have any filling that you want. So I really like apple pie, so I'm gonna make this into apples. So I'm thinking of a shape I could use for the apples that would be inside the pie, and they'd be kind of like curvy, circular shapes. And the apples are kind of sliced up, so they're gonna be in little bits and pieces, and they're gonna be kind of stacked on top of each other. And you can put whatever you want. If you want cherries, blueberries, pecan, lemon meringue, key lime, any kind of pie. And you would just think about what those fillings would look like inside of your pie. And then what I'm going to do is, after I add my apples, maybe there's some that kind of spilled out over here when it was getting plated. And then I'm going to make the plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a curvy shape underneath my pie, and I'm gonna go around, back behind my pie here. My line's gonna come back this way, and it's gonna go around. And that's gonna make the shape for my plate. If you wanna add some more lines to your plate, you can. So I'm just gonna add another curvy line that follows our first line. And that's going to make our plate. Now, if you were making cake, and I can show you how to do that too, I'll make a piece over here. I would do the same lines that I had. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller because it's in the back. So, slanted line, long line going this way, long line going this way to make a triangle shape, and straight lines going down, connect it. And then if it's cake, is there a detail around the cake? Maybe there's like a swirly icing. Maybe there's layers, so you can add another line in there, and you can have like the filling coming out. that. Is there cherries on top? Is there whipped cream on top? This could even be another slice of pie. If you wanted to turn it into pumpkin pie, you could color it orange. If it's key lime, it could be green. So I'm gonna make another plate around it like we did with the first one, just a little bit smaller because it's further back. Now, if you wanted to make, say, a cupcake, what you could do is you make a curvy line, just like that, like a smile. 2 straight lines that go up for the sides of the cupcake, a wavy line, and then another wavy line going across. Or you could draw more of a triangle shape if you wanted like more icing on it. And then you could add sprinkles, maybe a cherry on top, and maybe I'll do the lines for like the paper that's lining the cupcake. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Oh, so maybe you like ice cream, so let me show you that one. So it's gonna be in a bowl, so I'm gonna draw a curvy line, and then some half circles for the scoops of ice cream. And then if there's whipped cream, you could do a little bit of that with some wavy lines. Is there a cherry? Lines for the chocolate sauce or hot fudge or caramel sauce, whatever you want. And then I'm gonna draw a curvy line underneath our first one. Kind of looks like a banana split now, but that's gonna make the shape for the bowl. And then if you wanted to add more things into your ice cream, you could, like toppings, sprinkles, whatever. And you could basically make any kind of dessert that you want, but I thought pie would be, or cake would be a great way to do this. So now let's add some color. And before I do that, I wanna make the table. So I'm gonna make a straight line across behind all of my stuff here. That's gonna make the edge of the table. If you want to get fancy and draw a background, maybe you're in a kitchen, or maybe there's people sitting around and eating, maybe there's a window, you could add that. But I'm just gonna keep the focus on the food, and then I'm gonna start coloring it in. Okay, so I colored in my desserts. I have my apple pie here. Of course, you can make any flavor of pie you wanted, just depending on the filling you want to put inside it. I made a slice of cake, so basically same shape as the pie, just a different way of coloring it in. And then we also did a cupcake and then a ice cream sundae. And basically we're just kind of repeating the same lines that we made for everything to create these desserts. All right, and like I said, my favorite part of Thanksgiving is desserts. And like I said, I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving, and I cannot wait to see your delicious desserts. Thank you.